All right, welcome everybody. This is episode 3 of the revision series. In today's episode, we're opening up Veronic Guardian. Veronic Guardian came out on July 18th, 2003. It contained new zombie cards, the Gravekeeper cards, and a series of monsters that have the ability to reset themselves. Altogether, this pack contained 108 cards. And Cody, anything that you'd like to add to this set?
Yeah, for once, my pulls were actually pretty sweet, not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, no.
Okay, we're gonna glance over what's gonna be in our pack. Like I said, it's gonna be 108 cards when this set originally released. We're doing packs of 100. So for the secret slots, we have Lava Golem and Ring of Destruction. Both cards are pretty good to have. I would say specifically Ring of Destruction is definitely going to be a sought after card for sure. In the ultra rare slots, we got stuff like Terraforming, Rope of Life, Nightmare Wheel, Royal Tribute, Guardian Sphinx. I feel like those are going to be the cards that pop up the most if we ended up pulling them. In the super rares, we got Book of Life and Book of Moon, two really good cards. We have Spirit Reaper, Necro Valley, Mirage of Nightmare, Reckless Greed, and Dawn Zalug. It'd be really cool to get like a playset of Necro Valleys, but with it being a super, very unlikely. But could be for the best. I would imagine that in the near future we're gonna start getting into very graveyard reliant decks. Dawn Zalug is definitely a card that I really want.
I'm really glad we don't have access to all the Gravekeeper's cards right now.
Yeah, Gravekeeper, it's just one of those decks where I really like Gravekeepers. As you know, when we got back into the game, that was one of the first decks I started playing.
I lost to that deck, had to been, what, 20, 30 times?
Yeah. I think whenever we were playing again, it came down to like luck of the draw for you to stop me from playing Gravekeepers.
I don't remember what finally did it. Was it my raw deck?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, that deck is wild.
Yeah, and that again, Wing Dragon Raw is just one of those decks where it's definitely luck of the draw. For the rare slots, we have different dimension capsule, kind of like the original gold sarcophagus. Slightly worse though because it actually stays on the field. But we got some other interesting cards. We have Raigeki Break, Gravekeeper Spy, Book of Tayu. So if we're playing like a flip-based deck, that could be a card that we could play. Metamorphosis, Pyramid Turtle, Dark Dust Spirit. That's a pretty fun card if you're playing like a Monarch strategy. And then for the commons, we have some other Gravekeeper cards. There's Call of the Mummy, which is just a free special summon if you control no monsters for zombies. Pretty nice card if you're playing a zombie strategy. Gravekeeper's Guard. You don't even have to be playing Gravekeepers to want to play Gravekeeper's Guard. I think it's that good of a card. It has high defense stats, and it's just a bounce. 3 cards in the common area that I really want to pull is the Swarm of Locusts, Deslocuta, and Swarm of Scarabs. I think if either one of us gets a playset of all those cards, they might have a pretty decent Pac-Man style deck going there. Yeah, just for fun, I thought it'd be interesting to see what a competitive deck looked like at this time. This is from the World Championship Series in 2003. This took place in, I believe, August. And right here, we're looking at the first place deck. And yeah, I can just say that I am glad I was not playing competitive at this time because this just looks very obnoxious and annoying. I mean, this is at a time where Yada is still legal, Fiber Jar is legal, Confiscation, Delinquent Duo, Forceful Sentry, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Mirage of Nightmare. So, like, they're just going to be able to draw possibly 3 to 4 cards off of this. And then they're playing triple MST so they can out it on their turn so they don't have to discard. Raigeki, Dark Hole, Moss Reborn, Premature Burial, Change of Heart, Snatch Deal, Nobleman. Triple Dropout, just as if Confiscation, Delinquent Duo, and Forceful Sentry wasn't enough. Like, no, let's just keep ripping out more and more cards. Imperial Order, just a laundry list of cards that I'm really glad that we don't have access to. I did find it interesting that they're playing Painful Choice in the side deck. Like, why not just main deck it? Because if anything, you're just you're thinning your deck out by like 4 or 5 cards.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, what a mess.
What a time to duel.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, these are the cards that we're gonna be able to have access to in this episode. Let's see what strategies we can think of after opening up some packs. Best luck, Cody. I guess I'll see you into the game.
All right, buddy. Sounds good. All right, what's up, guys? Episode 3 Duelist. You ready to check this out? So, big step up from last week, hopefully. I'm running essentially a Gravekeeper's Engine with a side piece, removing his monsters and trying to burn him for as much monster removal as I can. So unfortunately, I only got 1 copy of Necro Valley. So that's why I'm starting with 3 copies of an Owl of Luck, which lets me search that Necro Valley and put it on top of my deck. The second effect is essentially negated because I only have 1 copy. Going into my Gravekeepers, which will all be buffed by Necro Valley by 500 points. I have Assailant, 3 copies of him. Cannon Holder, which lets me tribute Gravekeepers and inflict damage on my opponents, and that is not a once per turn, so that's nice. Guard is next. Only 2 copies of him, but he acts as a bounce on the flip, which is nice to remove. It won't be a burn, but it's good to get stuff off the field when I need to. Then we have Spear Soldier, sorry. He does piercing damage, which with the buff is going to be very nice if I can get him on the defensive. Speaking of putting him on the defensive, Injection Fairy Lily. I know it burns me for a little bit, but that extra 3k can really come in handy. I won a duel with that last week. We'll see if it works this time. Then we have the Swarm of Scarabs. That is specifically for monster removal to hopefully burn him. Yami Ship, same thing. If he attacks me, burn his monsters, burn his life points, hopefully. Now, I learned from last week, okay? I got Bait Doll in my deck this week. And Bait Doll, if you remember, or those of you who don't know, if I select a trap card on his side of the field, if it doesn't activate properly, it's gone. And then that goes back into my deck. I can use it as much as I want. The next few cards are my removal from the weeks before. I got Dark Hole for monsters, 2 Heavy Storms, which is very nice for back row. Monster Reborn, gotta play it. Unfortunately, that won't work when Necro Valley's on the field, but it is what it is. So Necro Valley, not only does it buff my Gravekeeper's monsters, but any card that goes into the graveyard has to stay there. They cannot move to different places as long as Necro Valley's on the field. So I know he has 2 Monster Reborns. That'll negate those, as well as any other monster effects he may have to bring cards back. I am running 1 copy of Bottomless Shifting Sand. Again, this is purely to remove monsters in the hope that I can burn him with Coffin Cellar, which is down a little bit, but I'm running 1 in the main deck and 2 in the side deck, just in case I need them for later, but I'm hoping to only have to run 1 of them. Bottomless Trap Hole, that's a mainstay. You know what it do. Just get rid of a monster, burn him. And all this burn I've been talking about, Coffin Cellar. Only 2 copies, unfortunately, did not draw a 3rd, but I don't think we'll really need it. It should be fine. Now, I know he likes to Bait Doll me, and he has other removal. So I have Dark Coffin just to bait that out, hopefully get him in a negative spot on that one. Mirror Force, more monster removal in a tight spot. Nightmare Wheel is to stall him, also to inflict some burn damage where we can get it. 2 Raigeki Breaks. If he has anything I don't like, I'll throw out a card and destroy it. Ring of Destruction. Now, I drew this. I actually drew 2 of them, but I'm only main decking 1 of them. I have the other in the side deck. That's going to be a big swing and a hit, but it's also going to hit me too, so we'll have to try to use that strategically if we can. Torrential. On a summon, I could just destroy everything on the field as far as monsters are concerned, hopefully burn him some more. Finally, on the main deck, we have Ordeal of a Traveler, which, if he declares an attack, he has to choose 1 random card type in my hand from monster, spell, or trap. If he gets it wrong, that monster gets bounced back to his hand. The attack does not go through. As far as side decking is concerned, I have the 1 copy of Lava Golem to burn him and get rid of some maybe troublesome monsters he has on his side of the field. 3 copies of Jowls of Dark Demise, which basically, if I can flip that, I can just take one of his monsters for my own. My two boys, my YuGiOh. Head Shreds, baby. He's been a stay in my deck for the past 2 weeks. I had to put a spot for him in here. He's my boy. One Yatagrasu just to flex, no other reason. The third bait doll, the two Shifting Sands, Ring of Destruction, and then to round out my side deck, I have Rite of Spirit, which if I will need it, if my Gravekeeper's monsters are in the graveyard with Necro Valley on the field, I can pull one of them out of there, and it doesn't work with Necro Valley. Finally, my last 3 cards, I have 2 Needle Wall, which if he has monsters on the field during my standby, I roll the dice. If it lands 1 through 5, a coordinating monster zone, that monster will get destroyed. If it's a 6, we try again, baby. Last but not least, Mystic Probe. This is kind of just in case he throws any continuous spells at me. Anything he throws that turn, if I have this down, will be negated as far as continuous spells go. So that's my deck. Try to remove his monsters, burn him where I can. Gravekeeper's main engine. Let's see how we do.
All right, guys, we're done opening up our packs, and this is the deck that we're bringing over to the table. We're playing just water pretty much. I don't know why. I tend to gravitate towards water in early Yu-Gi-Oh! I just feel like there's like a lot of good cards that they have access to. For starters, we have Amphibian Beast, a single tribute monster with decent stats. 7-color fish, just a good beater. From this opening, we just got Kabazals, which is a new beater that we can play that is slightly better than High Tide, considering that he's got 1700 attack. Still playing 3 copies of High Tide. We're doing 3 copies of Aqua Spirit, a free special, and it can target one of his monsters on his standby, switch it to defense. Another new card, we're playing 3 copies of Yami's Ship. We can just set this, have him attack over it, and kill one of his monsters. 1 copy of Jowls of Dark Demise. We're gonna flip it either when he attacks it, and we can slow him down a little bit if he's got multiple attackers, or if I can flip it on my turn, I could just steal and possibly go for game. 1 Goblin Attack Force. This was like a late addition I added to the deck, but this is mostly just there in case I'm still running into YuGiOh. That card's really annoying. I hate that card. 1 copy of Guard. It's kind of just like Hain, which I'm also playing a copy of, but better just because of the stats. 1 Witch to search, 1 Exiled Force for removal, Hain to bounce a card, 3 copies of Umiruka to buff all of our waters. We're playing 3 copies of Bait Doll, just trying to get as many back row removal as we can. Unfortunately, this target only sets card, but it's fine. 2 copies of Monster Reborn, Change of Heart, Heavy Storm, Premature Burial, Creature Swap, Solemn Judgment, Bottomless Trap Hole. We did get a Ring of Destruction. This is probably going to be like a mainstay for the rest of our duels until I find something better at least. 1 Dark Coffin. This is just because he's playing 2 copies of Heavy Storm, and so if he's going to try to blow up my stuff, it might as well be this. And that is pretty much also the reason why I'm playing Time Seal and Drop Off. So with him having 2 copies of Heavy Storm, and I would imagine he's going to start playing Bait Doll as well based on the last episode, I want to have cards that I can chain to. So if I have like a Time Seal face down and he tries to remove it, I'm not really losing any value because I can just chain it and then he won't be able to draw the next turn. For the side deck, we're doing 2 copies of Armed Ninja and 3 of Trapmaster just to remove stuff, more back row if he's playing something really heavy. We're playing 3 copies of Light of Intervention just in case he's playing flip monsters. And we're doing the 2 copies of Fire Princess and 3 copies of Cure Mermaid. So I've done this before in a previous episode, and I wanted to just side deck it, just in case if he is playing some, slow stall deck, like with having this access into the sideboard, I can just side into it, and then if he is playing like a stall deck, all I have to do is just have these monsters on the field and slowly win the game that way. And then we're playing 2 copies of Raigeki Break, just additional removal, but that's the deck that we're bringing. I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. I wasn't too pleased with all the pulls that I got, but I think with our water pools that we have access to, this just looks really strong. But we'll see how the episode goes, and see you there. All right, bud, episode 3, here we go.
Episode 3. We got some improvements.
Oh, we got improvements?
I got a mic. I got a camera.
Yeah, you do.
Don't mind my ratchet backdrop, though.
Yeah, why don't you give us some intel? What's the hole in the wall or the ceiling for?
It's a work in progress. The roof leaked a few months ago.
Still
Landlords,
Yeah, still not fixed.
Historic buildings. Town limits what they can do.
So, for On a Guardian, you said that you're pleased with your openings this week?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty pleased. A lot more than the last set, I can tell you that.
You got a solid strategy for this one?
No.
No?
Oh, yeah. I have a strategy.
All right. Well, let's just get right into it.
All right. Let's do it.
Ooh, not the paper this time.
My strategy is already working. Oh. Paper.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna go second.
All right. Okay. Stand by, main.
Yep.
That's set.
All right.
Set. And that'll pass to you.
All right. I'll draw. Stand by.
Yep,
and
good.
We'll go into main.
Alrighty.
Give ourselves a good shuffle here. I'm gonna start it off with a 7-colored fish.
Ooh, familiar.
Yeah. I'll go to battle. I'll attack. See what it is.
Alright.
Okay. Playing some Gravekeepers, huh?
Perhaps.
All right. I'm just gonna pass.
Alright, at end phase,
Sure.
bottomless shifting sand.
Destroy face up monsters with the highest attack during your standby. If you have 4 or less cards in your hand. Okay. So it will die.
Mm-hmm. So, standby, I have 4 or less. Main. Let's do a thing. Okay. Let's set one.
Okay.
I'm gonna normal summon Injection Fairy Lily,
Okay.
and I will activate her effect.
Sure. You mean when it attacks?
Yes, I'm going battle phase.
Okay.
So she will have 3,400,
I will take it.
and I will swing my stick.
It's a decent amount of damage there.
Not bad for a little fairy.
No, not bad at all.
With that, I will end my turn.
All right. I'll draw. Standby. Main. All right. I'm going to banish my fish.
Oh shoot!
I'm
What
going
do we
to
got?
special Aqua Spirit.
I'm going to activate on summon.
That's fine. Next I'm going to normal summon Cabazals.
What the hell is that thing?
It's a hippo.
Dinosaur.
It's a hippo dinosaur. It's also a water. And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna set, and I'm gonna give her the old T set.
Okay. Classic.
And my turn there.
All right. I'll draw. I kind of just want to get rid of everything you have. I'm gonna start
Okay.
with a heavy.
Okay.
Okay, sweet. I'll go battle, and I'll attack. Okay.
Swarm of Scarab.
No, it has to be flip summoned.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go to main phase 2. I will set 1. And
How dare you.
I will set another. Go ahead.
Oh, how dare you. Let's do my own heavy.
I will chain time seal.
Is there a reason you wanted to go over those old decks?
What do you mean?
Oh, those old decks focused on, hand size, and here you are. All right, let me turn on auto draw off now before I forget.
Yeah. Yeah, you do that. You turn off that auto draw.
Well, Poop.
Did you say poop?
I did. Let's activate Monster Reborn.
All right, what's the target? We lost you for a bit, but everything's good.
I lose myself all the time.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Monster Reborn. There we go.
All right.
Fairy Lily. Okay, now we're in business. Pass there.
Okay, I'll draw. Stand by to main. I'm going to set one, and I'm gonna switch this to defense, and I'll pass.
All right. Stand by main. I'm gonna go right to a pass if that's cool with you.
That's fine with me. Hell yeah. All right, stand by main. I'm going to flip summon and take your Lily. What's that look for?
Nothing.
Give it. Field spell. Switch to attack.
As if you need it.
Flip summon, and I'm gonna just attack you with everything. This is lethal because I'm gonna use the Lily.
I mean, it is either way, I think, right? I guess it wouldn't be, but
No, I have to use the Lily.
how about I offer a draw?
No, I'm good. I'll take the W. Let's go.
All right, Jesus. I went to a second, cause fuck you.
It's the extra card. I would do it.
Yeah.
Stand by main. I'm going to normal summon my fish, and I'll pass.
Okay. I see you. Stand by to main.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set. And I'm going to set. I'm going to pass.
All right. Love to see it. I'll draw. Stand by to main. All right. We're going to start this off with a bait doll.
So, how does that work again? Forces activation, negate the effect if timing is incorrect.
Correct.
So I can just activate it, but it doesn't really have a timing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get destroyed?
No.
Cool.
This goes to the deck. I will shuffle a couple times. We'll just go
Always got
battle.
options.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll just attack it.
Flip. An Owl of Luck.
All right, so now you can stack your deck. Oh, so you are playing Gravekeepers. What the shit?
Maybe.
We swapped roles. All right, yeah, now you can just stack it.
If you can't beat them, join them.
So I gotta ask though, is that your one and only copy?
You have to find out.
Oh shit. All right.
Well, if you do good enough in this duel, you will find out.
Yeah. We'll go to main phase 2. I have one set and I'll pass.
Stand by to main.
Yep.
I'm gonna activate Bait Doll.
Okay. This is gonna get. It's just destroyed. Yeah. It'll go away.
Ooh. All right. So then you go to deck and then we'll shuffle. Now, let's activate the Necro Valley.
Okay.
And let's normal summon Gravekeeper's Assailant.
All right.
So I'll go into battle phase.
All right. So I'll take 2 from the damage and then 3. So I'll take 5 altogether.
Yep. And then that will end my turn.
I will draw. Stand by to main.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're just gonna clean this up. Get that crap out of here. All right. And Monster Reborn.
Yep. 7-coated fish, I'm assuming.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And field spell.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go battle. Attack with 29.
29. Good lord. So 14.
Yes, sir. And that's my turn.
Okay. Stand by to main. Let's set and set, I guess.
Okay.
Pass turn.
I will draw. Stand by to main. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna go battle and attack.
Okay, at the start of battle phase,
Sure.
activate Regeki Break.
Okay.
I will target your field spell.
Okay.
And you, my friend, will go to the grave.
All right.
And you're still attacking?
Yeah, I'll still attack.
Gravekeeper's Guard.
Okay. So that dies, and this goes to the hand. I'll just pass.
All right. Stand by to main. I'll set and I'll pass.
All right. Stand by, main.
What you got?
I'm going for the fish.
Okay.
The old trusty fish. And
The old
field spell.
The old fish twist.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
I'll go battle. I'll attack.
So that's
23.
23. Good lord.
And I'll pass.
Okay. Stand by main.
Yes, sir.
Set and pass.
Draw. Stand by, main. Everything good here?
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna go battle.
All right. I'm going to activate the
Here.
Nightmare Wheel in response.
Oh, okay. I'll go to main phase then. I'm going to set a card and pass.
Okay. Stand by main. I'll set and I'll pass.
All right. I'll draw. Go to standby. I will take 500 off of Nightmare Wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Go to main phase. So you can't out the fish yet. You have an additional set. I haven't seen Torrential or Mirror Force yet. I'm going to tribute the fish
Okay.
and normal tribute summon.
Okay. On summon?
Yeah. Targeting the beast.
Yep.
Okay, so we both take 24. So this will die. Card resolves.
Oh yeah, this is going to.
You have one card left. I'm going to flip summon Yami Ship
Okay.
and go to battle and attack for 13
13.
and pass it back to you.
Okay. Step.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Oh. All right. Stand by to main good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go battle. Attack.
Mm-hmm.
You have it. Yeah. Let's go.
No.
What are
I
these?
was only drawing traps that whole last bit there.
Okay, yeah. Coffin Seller doesn't do anything, and this you just set.
I top decked after that one Coffin Seller. I top decked Ring of Destruction, then Nightmare Wheel, then the other Coffin Seller on the field, then Bottomless Shifting Sand. I wasn't seeing any monsters. Just garbage.
All right, so let's look into decks. All right, so yeah, you were playing Gravekeepers plus the Scarabs.
Basically,
Aw.
the idea of my deck was Gravekeepers with like monster removal costing you life points.
Yeah, because like the Cannon Soldier contribute to burn, Spear Soldier does piercing, and like with Necro Valley, he'll become like 2,000. Guard is just really big. Got Ordeal the Traveler to stall. Injection Fairy. Yami Ship to blow stuff up. Raigeki Break to blow up stuff. So yeah, the one Necro Valley.
Yeah, just one.
And
I
then-
felt on paper this was probably my best deck, but in
Yeah.
practice,
Yeah.
it didn't work too well.
I think what it could have been is that you have several burn cards instead of possibly like stall cards. Maybe.
Well, I thought about playing like, swords and stuff like that, but I was like, you've got removal as it is. You've got tons of ways to play around that.
Yeah. Well, like the only thing I have is heavy.
Even still, you managed it twice.
Like yeah, that was actually really nice because I needed it to play that one turn that I heavied and I got rid of your back row and Necro Valley because all I had
Yeah.
was Monster Reborn and Beast. Yeah, and then you got Lava Golem here, which can tempo stuff too.
Yeah, I actually sided him in.
Oh, that was a side deck card.
Yeah, that was a side.
Okay. And you're playing the Dark Coffin.
Yeah, that was a bait doll bait. never drew it though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I have like set back row removal in bait doll, but I only have like the one heavy storm.
Yeah.
Really could use like MST or it's not out yet. I don't remember what set it comes out, but Dust Tornado. I would imagine that that's going to be a card that me and you are going to be playing a lot.
Yeah. Deck looking like.
I played water.
You play water a lot. It looks like you combined your last two decks with new cards.
So yeah, pretty much. I took the basic water stuff that we had access to before. So like the field spell, the Aqua Spirit, High Tide, 7-colored fish, and Beast. And then I added in new water stuff. So I added the 3 copies of Yami Ship. I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 copies of Yami Ship. We got the Kabazals, which is just a new beater, and it's actually better than High Tide. I kept Witch just to search stuff. I kept Exiled Force just because it's removal. And Goblin Attack Force. That was a card that it was like a last second. I'm going to keep that in there just in case you were still doing like the Jirai Gumo stuff.
So he's in my side deck.
Yeah. And then I put in 1 Hane. I know it's not a water. And the 1 Guard. Again, just because I think Guard's actually a pretty decent card. It's Hane but better. And I decided to just main deck the Time Seal and the Drop Off because I figured you have a lot of removal. If I set it, it's either like Drop Off where I'm gonna use it on your turn anyways when you draw to make you discard, or if it's Time Seal, it might not take effect right away, but I can still chain it, and I really didn't lose anything. And then I also did the Dark Coffin just because I figured if you're gonna blow stuff up, might as well be this.
Yeah, man. Thought I had something here, man.
I think you were onto something here. Like, I honestly think that this is pretty solid. I think the only flaw is that you only have the 1 copy of Necro Valley.
Yeah, that's why I ran 3 of Owl of Luck, just to make sure I could see it.
Yeah, but it's like even in modern Gravekeepers, they have Commandant, which is way better than the Owl of Luck. And even then, like sometimes they can struggle to find Necro Valley. That's why they still play like Terraforming and Metaverse. Yeah, it looks like you had a decent number of Gravekeepers. I think that's pretty much all you were missing was that you kind of had the removal cards, but maybe it should have been like every card was a removal card. Like Nightmare Wheel, I really wouldn't put in that same category just because, it's a burn card, but it's more of a stall card. And it partners really well with Lava Golem. That was a quick 2-0 right there, man.
Rain the shame on me. That's the shortest episode yet, dude.
I think it is.
It's gotta be.
All right, so for winning this, I get to spin the Nightmare Wheel. Let's see what we get. An unbanned ticket.
2 in a row.
Yeah, that's 2, I think.
God.
All right. So as it stands, we got 3 wins to your 3 losses.
Yeah, rub it in.
Yeah. Hey, man, we got to keep score. So I have 1 mulligan ticket and 2 unbanned tickets. Just going to mark that down right now.
I know in the future, if I ever win and I get a ban ticket, it was a waste of a win.
Yeah, I'm just going to unban that shit as fast as possible.
No.
Yeah. If you had a ban ticket right now, what would you ban?
If I had a ban ticket right now, what would I ban? Ooh. I feel like I need to ban a card that has kind of been a pain in my ass for the most part.
Fatal.
Yeah, that's probably the first. That's the first that came to
Is it
mind.
really? I was just joking with you. I feel like you're trying to think about it as a way of what's something that I can hit that doesn't affect me.
I mean, it does because I can play it. Well, because I mean, like the other like big ones, like if I hit like heavy, that hits me. Monster Reborn, that hits me.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought Change of Heart would probably be a pretty big one, even though you haven't used it yet. Change of Heart would be a good hit,
Have
but
I
you
really
don't
not
ban
used
it.
Change of Heart?
I don't think so.
I can't recall from
I
a
don't.
previous episode.
I don't think you've used it yet.
All right, so next episode will be episode 4. We're going to be opening up 24 packs of Magician's Force. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment down below. Let us know what you think. Cody, any last words?
Yeah. Stay in school. Don't do drugs.
Doing this shtick again.
YuGiOh all the way. That's all you need in life. If your mom tells you like would so and so jump off a bridge, would you do it? Just be like, yeah, dude, YuGiOh is already there. He's got my back and my life points.
All right, that's gonna end this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.